how the truly rich actually do it. So I'm sure if you are in the finance or if you're striving to create wealth in your life, I'm sure you know this guy, by your heart. His name is Bernard Arnault. Like he's one of the richest man on the freaking planet. So how wealthy people like Arnold actually do it and how they make and like create massive wealth, like behemoth wealth in their life. If you look down below over here, on the right is like Mukesh Ambani, the richest man of India, if not one of the richest man of Asia, right? In the middle, or even at the left, he is Carlos Slim. He's one of the richest man, like from Mexico. So he has a net worth of around $85 billion. And in the middle, the infamous Bernard Arnault. He has like Dior, Chanel, LVMH, and like you name it, like a lot of brand like conglomerate he has created in his life, with a net worth of around $241 billion with a B. So how these wealthy people actually create wealth? I'm sure it's not like it can't happen by doing a job. A lot of people talk about if you want to make a lot of money, just go be an investment banker and you'll be like set for life and things like that. These are bullshit, guys. Like I know a lot of people who are like in banking, and I know how their life is. And on top of that, there are some people who'll preach like just go and start a business, entrepreneurship and all those kind of things. To a certain extent, entrepreneurship is it's very good and it's true. Like entrepreneurs like to make a lot of money, create a lot of money. But there is kind of a loophole, I'll tell you. It's not just a loophole, but it's very unpopular way of creating generational wealth that is not that much commoditized, like starting a business and things like that. It is actually buying boring businesses. All these people, there's a truth that only the uncomfortably rich know. The rich people like Mukesh Ambani, Bernard Arnault, Carlos Slim, and a lot of like wealthy people I'm talking about. I'm not talking about Josh Mo who's sitting over there and making few bucks here and there online. I'm talking about the real wealth, right? So there's a truth that only the uncomfortably rich people know. And the truth is buying businesses. How they made their money? They bought it. Okay. And we also call it the roll up strategy. So these people use the roll up strategy to buy businesses. So this is the secret sauce that I was talking about. It's a roll up strategy, right? So each and every one over here in the image that you're seeing, they all went and bought businesses, right? So, and if you look at it, let's say if you want to start a restaurant, what's your overhead? You have like look for the places like the prime location. You need um, staffs, members, and cuisines. You need to prepare, like look for customers, and a lot of things. On top of that, like they have a very thin profit margin. That's 1, 2, even 3%, like that. So it's easier to buy profit than try to grow them. If you've ever like started a business, I'm sure like you know how hard it is to start a business and like make it. If not like just starting a business, like even like the harder thing is like making it profitable. So you can buy businesses and you can own businesses. Let's say if you're running one businesses, it's very hard for you to start another business and run it yourself. If not like three businesses. But like there is a thing, let's say if you own one company, it's very easy for you to own 10 companies, even own like 30, 50 companies. I've read, I'm not like exactly like know how much companies, but I think Warren Buffett owns like and like around well over 500 or something companies. Are you kidding me? and, and do you think like if you run 500 companies, it's almost impossible to run that many companies, guys. Okay, let alone like people like just like burnout running one company. So it's just out of the mind. So even Warren Buffett buys businesses, right? So you if you can own one company, You can own 10 companies, right? And the best part is you can use other people's money to do so. Let's say if you're starting a business, it's very hard for you to get a loan, business loan, and things like that. But when you're buying businesses, there are so many ways you can buy businesses with zero money down. It's so easy to get money for the businesses, and not a lot of people are talking about it. So, my goal right now is to not just teach you to become owners, but empire owners with private jet kind of things, right? So my goal is to not just teach you to become owners, but empire owners with private jets, right? All the people who own jets, like and they are freakishly rich, like filthy rich. They A lot of them run boring businesses. It's very commonality among those wealthy people. They all run and own boring businesses, right? So boring business doesn't mean, like, to be very honest, it's boring life. Like a business that cash flows, lets you be with your family, is simple, has great customers, gives you a happy life. And I think is the real unicorn. On top of that, if you have, like, a lot of, like, businesses that's owned by you, and just think about it. You own, like, at least five businesses that's cash flowing you at least like $30,000, $50,000 every single month, and taking how much? Like taking just, like, few hours a week, like 3 or 4 hours a week to run that businesses. You have general managers you have hired, and you have hired a lot of employees. So how would your life be? You can just take, you can go wherever you want, like take vacations, rent private jets, like, have a very good holiday in, like, Greece, Santorini, Athens, like wherever the heck you want, you're gonna go. So this is the kind of things that I want for you. And if you're comfortable at, like 4 to 5 businesses, even 10 businesses, cash flowing 30, $40,000 every single month, then yeah, you have a rich life. But if you're ambitious, like in our community, Breed Club or community, I think, like, everybody's so much ambitious. That's why you guys are following me and following our channel, right? And you're following people like Dan Pena. So look, if you wanna, like, grow your, like, equity, grow your, like, wealth to well above, like 30, 40, even heck, even 50, 100 businesses, man, just go for it. You'll have the time, you'll have the resources, you'll have the credit lines of the previous businesses you bought that's been around for like 20, 30 years, like even recession proof. So it'll give you a lot of resources and opportunity in order for you to, like, fulfill your ambitions moving forward. So guys, trust me, I want you to have your own empire, or a beautiful, profitable life that you own, right? So that's why we have something called Apex Acquisition. Let me introduce you to this, like, beautiful predator that's proven to bring in cash flowing businesses under your belt without you having to leave your home, without you having to put a single dollar from your pocket. You can buy businesses and you can enjoy the freedom using Apex Acquisition. So what we have in Apex Acquisition is this. Okay, the number one thing that we, like, preach is buying businesses without leaving your home. Doesn't matter where you live. The second is buying businesses without having to put any money in the business. Okay, so you will be an apex predator. If you are a member of Apex Acquisition, you will be an apex predator. We'll transform you into a walking, talking apex buying predator. That you'll have, like, deals left and right. You know, so we equip you with resources, and we will even go to a point where we'll send deals your way. Let's say if there is a deal that we don't like, but we have got, like, negotiated, if you're interested, we'll transfer the deal to you. So this is how we do. So you'll be able to buy businesses from anywhere in the world. You'll be able to you will be able to learn the basics, fundamentals of business acquisition, and you will be able to buy businesses with $0 down. Okay, so the number one thing that we have in Apex Acquisition is the foundation. where we'll teach you all the foundation that's needed, even the mindset of apex predator, like buying predator, like what is required for you to go ahead and like start buying businesses within the next 90 days, the deal clarity, which kind of deal you should like sign, right? And then we'll have the outreach. So how you can outreach to businesses without leaving your home, without having to put any amount of money in the business, how you can reach out to the businesses from the comfort of your home and schedule like the Zoom call or like Google Meet and close the deal over the call over the phone. Okay. And the fifth one is the evaluation, how to evaluate the businesses. The sixth is the very infamous offer negotiation that we have, in which we provide you everything like this word by word script, how to negotiate, like what a master negotiator does and how to close the deal, right? And the seventh one is the due diligence, how to do the due diligence. The eighth one is like the best one, is it's like the financing. Okay. Let's say if you have no money, how to get the finances, how to get the loan, how to use the SBA loan, how to use the seller financing, to buy businesses with zero money down. And the ninth one is actually wrapping things up and closing the freaking deal, which is money in the bank and taking the entire ownership. And the last, in the 10th module, is day zero. It means you bought the businesses, you are the owner. Within the next 3 months, you'll have a running businesses, cash flowing, okay, six figures annually. And day zero, how to be a business owner, how to, show up as as a CEO or like a founder or the owner eventually. And yeah, about everything, hiring and all this kind of things, growing the businesses and like how you should even like what running the businesses, all the nitty gritty. Even if you want to grow that business further, like we'll teach you how to like scale that thing to the moon, right? So on the days in the day zero model, you have a business in your hand, and now it's yours. Okay, so this will be like the key to your freedom, right? So these are kind of businesses that we help you like buy, like ATM routes, laundromats, nail salon, HVAC, landscaping businesses, tea trimming businesses, plumbing, like you name it. Like there are like infinite number of like businesses, boring businesses that you can own, okay, and run without you having to leave your home. And once the money starts coming in, just go travel and do whatever the heck you want to do. So if you want to learn, like if you want to get enrolled into the Apex acquisition, just like book a call with me. I'll drop my calendar link below, or just like message me on my Instagram, like enroll, and I'll give you access to. There will be cost incurred for that. I'll tell you everything about it, and yeah, man, uh, let's go buy business.